Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you how you can set up your Kinect sensor on your Xbox One X. The same setup will also apply if you've got an Xbox One S. Now, on the original Xbox One we did have a port on the back for the Kinect, but on the Xbox One S and Xbox One X we haven't got a port, so we can't plug in the Kinect plug into the back of it, so we're going to have to use an adapter. Now luckily Microsoft have already made this adapter, and it is basically called, if you just type in a Kinect Adapter into the Microsoft store, then you will see it's $29.99 in the UK, and in America it's just under $40. So by getting the adapter it will allow you to use a USB port on the back of the Xbox One X, and then you can still use your Kinect games such as Just Dance 2017 on your Xbox One X. So right, let's get started. First of all, we're going to put the adapter together, and then we're going to connect it into the Xbox One X, and then we're going to test it to make sure it's working. Purely for the purpose of the video, I've just got this dragged out onto the floor just to make it easier to film. So when you get your adapter, you will get various different parts with it. So we're going to connect it all up. Now, what I will say is make sure when you're setting it up that you've got your Xbox turned off. So first things first, we're going to get the power cable and we're going to plug it in to this Kinect box here. And push it right the way in there so it goes in fully. And now the other end of this box is an adapter here, so it changes it to low voltage. And this adapter we're going to put into this Kinect box here. And you can see there it goes into this port here. Like so. Now the other end of this port is where we're going to plug in the cable from the actual Kinect itself. So at the moment I've got the Kinect just on top of the TV there, and this is the cable coming down from it. So we're going to plug that end into this one here, and it's shaped so you can't get any of this wrong. There's only one place you can plug each of them in. And now we've got a nice thick USB cable, very good quality one, and this one is going to go, this end is going to go into this port here. So now that is our Kinect adapter connected. We just have to plug this into the back of the Xbox One X. Right, so if we go to the back of the Xbox One X, you can see now that we've got a couple of USB ports here and here. Now this is important. We can only plug the Kinect adapter into this one here, which is labelled up number 1. Okay, and the same will apply for the Xbox One S as well. So basically just remember that it's the port near the HDMI cable. So you've got your power cable HDMI here, and then we've got another HDMI in, and then it's this USB port here. So we're going to plug it into there. It will only go one way round, and make sure it's fully pushed home like so. Right, so that's that done. Now we need to plug the Kinect adapter into a power supply to give it power. So I'm going to plug that in there like so. Right, so now this has got power. You can see at the moment it's lit up. So now we've got all that connected, we're ready to power on our Xbox One X. Now at the moment I've just got this all draped across the floor, but obviously you're going to be tucking this behind your TV and making it all nice and tidy. Right, so we're going to power on the Xbox One X. Okay, so the Xbox One X is now livening itself up, and although I've never connected this Kinect to this Xbox One X before, you can actually see that the light is on the Kinect, so it looks like it's by default turned itself on. Now, if that light is not on for you, it's no problem because you can just go to settings and turn it on yourself. So all we have to do is get your controller, hit the Xbox button, and then go across to settings, a little gear icon, and then move down to settings, press A, and you have an option down on the left hand side which says Connect and Devices, and then move across to Connect and then just press A. And now if you have a look, you can see that it says Connect on, and it also says use Kinect microphone for chat. So for example, we can use chat in online games via the Kinect. It's not going to be very good, and also it's going to annoy other people because it will probably pick up everything else in your house, like the dog barking in the background or somebody washing up. But nevertheless, you can use it. And it also says Connect on. If I was to hit A there, you can now see that connects off. Also, we need to adjust the Kinect so that it is facing the room properly. So right now we're facing up too high, so we need to point it down. And let me just show you in the instructions here, it roughly tells you what you need to do. So you can see there that the distance is supposed to be at least 2 foot off the ground and no higher than 6 foot. So that's the ideal position. They also recommend, if you have a look here, it says higher Kinect sensor placement recommended. So they do recommend that it would be better, for example, above the TV than below the TV, and that's where I've placed mine, above, and it works well there. And it says here for the distances that it should be at least 4'7" for one player, minimum for one person, and minimum for two people, because obviously it needs to fit more in, then it's going to be 6 foot. So that's the biggest problem. If you live in a small house, it's hard to get it 6 foot away from where you're going to be standing and playing it. Right, so now if I turn Kinect on by clicking that button there, you can see that the light has now come on it, and now also you can see my room, and you see the camera, and you can see the controller here. And now we need to calibrate the Kinect just to make sure it's going to be working properly. So go up to this bit here where it says I've moved my Kinect sensor, or I am having trouble with Kinect, and press A. And now it says let's check your audio. So you need to be as quiet as possible, and also we need to make sure that the speakers are turned up. So we're going to put the volume up on the TV so it's louder than normal, and then just press A for start audio check. Right, there you go. It says sounds great. Your sensor is now set up for voice and chat, and it says if you move it again, you've got to go through that process again. Right, okay, let's get out of that, and let's just see if we can use Cortana. Hey Cortana, what's the weather like in London?
Right now, it's 14 and mostly sunny.
There we go. Okay, so you can see that it's working fine. So that's it, really straightforward. That's how to connect up your Kinect to your Xbox One X. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe for more how-to videos. Take care, bye now.